The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
We are sandwiched. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Douglas. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Douglas. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Douglas. And this is going to be incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, Every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
His throw incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throw left side complete. That's Hines. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on 2nd down, Douglas. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cruz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down.
What a nice example there. A tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Douglas to Chenault on the slant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Douglas.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Algier now up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. His 2nd catch of this game when it goes for a first down.
But a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Algier again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Pat Fryermuth. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Douglas over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Running out of the gun with White. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Douglas able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off play action. Douglas. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down, here's Burrow. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Burrow on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Joe Burrow and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Algier. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing to start the drive. Douglas. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Steps away to his left, and his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go with White on the counter, and not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Agnew now to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Off the play fake, Douglas. This is Smith with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Off play action, Douglas.
Another catch by White, back-to-back plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Burrow on play action.
Dumps this one off to Algier. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is caught. It's Cruz. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on 1st down.
Douglas over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Douglas.
Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chase Young, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is Hines. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To Chenault on the slant. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action with Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And Burrow going to throw again. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. And he whips that one incomplete there. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Algier going straight ahead.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, Douglas. And that is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They go right back to White here on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. To throw on 2nd down, Douglas.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Give him 18 on the play. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And a dump off to White.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Douglas. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This complete to Lockett. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. On second, here's Algier. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got his man Cruz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. If you score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a handoff to Algier. The stop there by Jay Tufele. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that. It usually means you're back. 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Here's Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cowboys! DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Douglas. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Douglas. They'll dump this one off here to White. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. And they completed it all right and lost yardage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the give, it's Algier. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Algier will try to pick it up. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Douglas. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Starting the drive with Algier.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier taken down at the 30.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it.